Remember me? I bet you're shocked to see me here again, but only something so momentous could bring me back, and that is the release of Sunrise on the Reaping, or as I call it, Sunrise on the Reaping. Today is March 18th, the day we've been waiting for this entire millennia. So if you have spoken to me at any time in the past year and a half or so since I saw Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the movie, you will know that at all times at least 50% of my thoughts are taken up by the Hunger Games. So this is a really exciting day for me, and I want you to come along with me as I find my way to this book. So in preparation, I've reread Catching Fire this week, and something interesting is that as a child, I think I liked Katniss. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure I liked her. And I don't think I really liked reading about Haymitch because he, was old and gross, and it was why would I want to read about him? But as I reread Catching Fire, I realized that I actually found Katniss quite annoying in that book. But every time Haymitch came on the page, I was eating it up, and I was really excited to learn about his backstory. So I'm very, very excited for this book. Here's the plan. So I thought a lot about if I want to get it from the library or the bookstore, because I don't normally buy books because books are expensive, and I don't really reread books ever besides The Hunger Games. I think The Hunger Games is the only book I've ever reread in my life, and that was this week. Plus I reread the first one last year after I watched Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, the movie. So anyway, I like owning books as objects, but books are expensive, and I don't reread them. And then if I own a book, I'm less likely to read it if I haven't read it yet, because I like to check out 7 books from the library at a time and then only read one before I have to return them. But then if I own a book, there's no time pressure to read it. But I want to read this. I think I want to buy this because I love to browse an independent bookstore, and I want to support independent bookstores, and I know I'm going to like this book. So I figured I should buy it, and I don't have to wait to get it at all. What also motivated me to do this is that I stopped in the bookstore I'm planning on buying it from this weekend just to browse, because as I said, I like to browse, and the bookstore, it turns out, is closing. So I felt bad, I should be supporting these bookstores more. So that bookstore is only a few blocks away from me. I'm going to check that out to see if they have it. I don't know if they're buying new books anymore because it is closing, so it seems like they might not be stocking any things, but I'm gonna check just because it's close. And then I'm gonna do that on my lunch break, and if they don't have it there, then I'm going to walk to a bookstore further away. It's a half-hour walk, but it's going to be through Central Park, so it's going to be beautiful, and it's a warm day, so I'll take you along with me. And I'm going to go to actually a different branch of the same bookstore, but they are not closing yet. And if they don't have it there, then I'm gonna walk back and go to Barnes & Noble because I have to get this book in my hands today. Now, what have I been up to over the past year and a half since you've seen me last? My awful haircut, the worst haircut I ever had in my life, has grown out, so things are looking up. I'm a lawyer now, I live in a new city, and all in all, I think my life is better now than it was before, so just get ready. Okay, the time is now to start getting ready to go, but first we must brush our teeth and put on sunscreen. Question for the chat: when you are working from home, what time do you brush your teeth? Because for me, it's always whenever I'm getting ready to leave the house, and not in the morning, as much as I try. And then sometimes that means it's not until 5:30 or 6 p.m., which does upset me, but that is just the way I am, unfortunately. So comment down below, what time do you brush your teeth when you're working from home? Here's the sunscreen I use, the Summer Fridays. Shout out to Grace. She's the one who first recommended it to me, and I really like this sunscreen. It doesn't leave a white cast, but it is a mineral sunscreen, and if you're in the market, I recommend it. This yogurt is the best yogurt in the world if you are in the market for some yogurt. Simply Sheep yogurt from Valley Shepherd. The best flavor is honey fig. But this one is good too. They didn't have honey fig when I went at the farmer's market. Use code Casey for 10% off at checkout. Here's my OOTD, black shirt, black sweater, checkered pants. I will change out of my slippers before I go. and of course a braid in honor of Katniss. Here's my braid. It's not very good, but imagine you put your hair in a braid and then you were participating in the Hunger Games and it like got kind of tousled because you were doing Hunger Games things. And comment down below if you think the first bookstore is going to have the book. My guess is no, but wouldn't it be cool if it did? As I suspected, they did not have the book. That's okay, but I do have to tell you something that happened. So I walked to the store, I walked around, I didn't see it, but I figured like, oh, while I'm here, I might as well ask the cashiers just in case. So I go up, there's a few girls there, and one of them is reading The Hunger Games, and I asked her, do you have any copies of Sunrise on the Reaping? And she said no in like the meanest way. She was like, no. And I'm like, okay, we're in this together. I see you reading The Hunger Games, so like, there's no need to be so rude to me. I guess she's a real President Snow. And I should have asked while I was there if they could look up if they had copies at the other location, but she was so mean to me that I didn't want to. So this journey will continue later. In preparation for the arduous journey I have ahead of me, I thought I needed a little caffeine. So I'm having a spot of tea. I'm having some Trader Joe's winter wake up tea. Do you like my mug? And do you like my coaster? You might be familiar with Oregon from the last location that I was vlogging from. And here's a really hot tip for all of you guys. If you ever feel like you just like need to feel good and like you want to feel like you're doing something good for yourself, just have literally any type of tea. It can be herbal, it can be caffeinated, it literally doesn't matter. And look at the ingredients. So here we have black tea, cinnamon, orange peels, licorice, ginger, natural flavors, and cloves. And what you do is you look up one of the ingredients on Google, but you should turn off Google AI. Also, another tip, you can't turn off AI on Google, but there's a way that you can limit so AI doesn't come up every single time you search. And I recommend you should all do that because AI uses a tremendous amount of water. It's really bad. So you should all, I don't remember how to do it, so you're gonna have to Google that, but Google how to turn off Google AI. I think it's in like Google Labs or something, and then you'll limit the amount of AI that shows up in your Google searches, which is good. But anyway, so we're gonna Google black tea benefits. And here's a website telling me the benefits of drinking black tea. It promotes heart health, it reduces the risk of stroke, it improves focus, it lowers blood sugar, decreases the risk of some cancers, whatever, it's all amazing. And then you can Google one of the other ingredients. So here's the top 12 health benefits of cinnamon. Antioxidants, anti-inflammatory, blood sugar, whatever, it's all amazing. You can do this for literally any type of tea and it will make you feel good about yourself. Now I feel incredible and all I'm doing is having a spot of tea, which I would have done anyway, even without all of these incredible benefits. And look at these chompers. I'm in a bad mood now. I had to take a 5-minute break from work to lie down in bed. And all I will say is somebody get Luigi Mangione on the horn. Okay, back to work, 1 hour until we go off on our journey to find this book. Congrats everyone, we've made it to the end of the workday and we're ready to go on to part 2 of this journey. I'm tired, I'm cranky, my skin looks bad, and I would just like to take a nap right now, but I'm hoping a nice walk through Central Park will cure me. I've switched to 2 braids, which I don't think Katniss ever wears, but my hair always falls out of 1 braid because of my luscious Sabrina Carpenter layers. I don't know if you guys remember the trend sweeping the nation 2 summers ago, micro haircuts. I've switched to not quite a macro haircut, but sort of something in between a micro and a macro haircut. So according to Google, not Google AI, the word between macro and micro is mezzo. So I've been doing sort of mezzo haircuts and giving myself layers, and I have real hair cutting scissors and it's quite fun. So let's get a move on. Okay, I'm a genius and I thought to call ahead, and this bookstore also does not have copies of Sunrise on the Reaping in stock, which is annoying because I went to the bookstore a few weeks ago to specifically ask them if they would have copies in stock on the day of, and they told me they would. So whatever, I'm happy I called, and now there's another bookstore that's like 35 minutes away, and I'm gonna call them and ask, so stay tuned. Okay, I called the other bookstore, which by the way is the Strand, the Upper West Side location, and they do not take phone calls, which is so annoying. So I'm going to keep looking for another bookstore just so I don't have to walk all the way there and then find out they don't have it. To clarify, I know there are a million bookstores in New York City. I mean an independent bookstore within walking distance of my apartment. Okay, never mind again. I decided I'm just gonna go to the Strand because I want to walk through Central Park because I think it'll be a nice walk, and if they don't have it, then I'll just go to Barnes & Noble. Whatever, it's still good to support Barnes & Nobles, I think. I don't know. Is it good? What do you guys think? I think it's good. It's definitely like, it's not like supporting Amazon or anything. And Barnes & Noble also has a special edition, which I don't care that much about, but I guess that's nice. And no matter what, I'll take a nice walk through the park. Do you guys think they're gonna have it in stock? Comment down below. My guess is no also, because things just seem to keep going wrong for me today. Okay, what do you guys think happened? Make your guesses now. So I was walking through Central Park and I actually saw somebody holding the book tightly gripped in their hands as I was walking to the Strand, so I thought that was a good sign. I got to the Strand and they said they were sold out. So then I went to Barnes & Noble, which was a few minutes away, and they had piles and piles of it there. So I have it finally. There's something wrong in the Sunrise on the Reaping economy that Barnes & Noble had so many, but all these independent bookstores are sold out. It's almost like Barnes & Noble is the capital and independent bookstores are the districts. Anyway, here's my impression of the face that influencers make when they're acting excited about something. I find that so annoying. Do you guys also find that so annoying? Let me know. Do you even know what I'm talking about? And do you think that I should have waited to get it from an independent bookstore? Because like, I mean, I have to edit this video tonight so I can get it up timely for the SEO. So it's not like I'm even going to be able to read that much tonight. But overall, I do just think it's good to buy a book and to buy it not from Amazon or Target. So anyway, I am going to sit here for a few minutes until the sun sets and get started a little bit before I return. So I will call this Sunset on Sunrise on the Reaping. Thank you so much for coming along on this journey with me, and I'll talk to you soon.